Huh. Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened. Okay, so I was just talking about the parable of the lost, of the parable of the compassionate father, which is also mainly known as the parable of the prodigal son. Then it really should be known as the parable of the prodigal sons, because both sons were lost. One chose to come to his senses and go back to the father, and the other one argued with the father instead of rejoicing with him because his son, his brother, his younger brother, had come back to the household. And anyways, I'm thinking about that because at this point in my life, I got saved in 2006, so it's been 20 years walking with the Lord, and I'm thinking about this because okay, I cannot allow bitterness or envy or whatever it is, or this attitude that I have to work as a servant, as a slave to the Father, because Christianity is not about that. It's about being in a relationship with our Heavenly Father. And I was reading also Proverbs 2 this morning, and I think this really ties in together. And it's just really been ministering to my heart. So I'm like, man, I just got to get on here and share this. And so Proverbs 2 says, "My child, if you receive my words and store up my commands inside yourself by making your ear attentive to wisdom and by turning your heart to understanding, indeed, you will call out for discernment, shout loudly for understanding. If you seek it like silver and search for it like hidden treasures, then you will understand how to fear the Lord. And you will discover knowledge about God. For the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He stores up effective counsel for the upright, and is like a shield for those who live with integrity, to guard the path of righteousness and to protect the way of his pious ones. Then you will understand righteousness and justice and equity, every good way. For wisdom will enter your heart, and moral knowledge will be attractive to you. Discretion will protect you, understanding will guard you, to deliver you from the way of the wicked, from those speaking perversity, who leave the upright path to walk on the dark ways, who delight in doing evil. They rejoice in perverse evil, whose paths are morally crooked, and who are devious in their ways, to deliver you from the adulterous woman, from the loose woman who has flattered you with her words, who leaves her husband from her younger days, and has ignored her marriage covenants made before God. For she has set her house to death, and her path by place of the departed spirit. None who go into her will return, nor will they reach the path of life. So you will walk in the way of good people, and will keep on the path of righteousness. For the upright will reside in the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be removed from the land, and the treacherous will be torn away from it." So, tying these two parables, or these two, the parable in Luke 15 and then Proverbs 2, tying it back to that second son, the one that stayed. Was he seeking after understanding? Or did he have made up his own mind of like, hey, this is what I have to do? Did he get comfortable in this is what I do, and being about the duties of the kingdom versus being in relationship with the king himself, with the Father? And I'm thinking to myself, even something that I've experienced, am I more concerned about the things of the kingdom or working for the kingdom versus truly being in relationship with the King, with the Father. And what does that even mean? And again, I'm just talking out loud with this, because I think I'm not saying that we shouldn't be about doing things, but something that I keep on feeling is that it's more important to do things with God than to do things for God. And so that's what I've been feeling lately. It's like that the Lord, our Heavenly Father, yes, He loves that we're all about working in the kingdom, but He's more concerned about us working with Him than us working for Him. Anyways, I'll leave it at that because this stream kind of got all caught up, but whatever. Hopefully that ministers to somebody. I'll see y'all later.